And good evening, everybody. Tonight, as we continue our coverage on the U.S. tariffs that have prompted a worldwide trade war, we want to zero in on a few specific questions that we've gotten from you, our viewers. And first, we're going to talk about the higher prices you'll pay for goods from two very popular online retailers that are based in China, Shein and Temu. Now, this part of the president's announcement didn't get quite as much coverage as the rest of it yesterday. Here's what's changing. The so-called de minimis exemption that is used by those online retailers and others basically allowed them to escape duties and inspections if the value of the shipment was under $800. Most things you buy from those retailers is cheaper than that. But that is going to end on May 2nd when products shipped from China, no matter their value, will be subject to a 30% duty rate and a $25 minimum. I talked about this with an attorney from Phillips Lytle who specializes in international trade. For instance, if you buy something from Temu online that's $10, a month from now it would be $35?
At least. If the minimum rate on the package is $25 for a $10 good, it's now a $35 good until some other process is devised. They were originally going to impose it last month, but the Customs Service said, wait a minute, we don't know how we're going to handle this. We don't have the process in place to start inspecting these packages. So they got another month, but now they do. And for Chinese and Hong Kong products, there's no more de minimis shipment.
The impact a month from now will be significant right away, right?
No doubt there'll be American consumers and some, pop-up retailers who will be adversely affected, inconvenienced to say the least. If not shut down, make these goods significantly more expensive, punish Chinese manufacturers, but it will have an effect both on the consumers and producers. What they're hoping is it will make people turn to American-made products.
Again, when this takes effect in less than a month, the minimum duty that you'll pay for Shein and Temu products will be $25, and that actually rises to $50 per item come June 1st of this year. Right now, we're going to turn to another question about all the tariff confusion. How does it impact those of us who take trips back and forth just across the border to Canada? Watch this from our Second Cup streaming show.
This might be a dumb question, she says, but do you have any idea if I'm coming back from Fort Erie, for instance, with groceries, if I'm going to have to pay an extra 25% when I get back to Buffalo? That is a great question. And something
if you were bringing it over the border, if you went to Canada to get something and brought it back.
That's a great question.
Well, we've heard this from a lot of Western New Yorkers, so I asked Mr. Hooley, that attorney we just heard from, if any of the tariff announcements will impact us when we cross back into the U.S. from Canada. Does this impact me at all? What is the answer to that?
The answer to that is no. The rules are what the rules were, which is if you're staying less than 48 hours or you've traveled twice in the 30-day period, you have a $200 personal duty-free exemption. And if you're staying for more than 48 hours and don't travel more than once in a 30-day period, if you're gone, in other words, for a while, then you have an $800 exemption coming back in. The rules are what the rules were. This is not changing them.
So there you have it. That rule also applies for trips to other foreign countries, not just Canada.